alone and I'm alive.
Welcome to Talkin VAWLS post-game edition. Tennessee dismantled the Appalachian State Mountaineers by a tune of 79-38 to improve to 3-0 on the year after beating Cincinnati on Saturday. My name is Vols JP.
And I'm Dauber. What's happening?
What's going on, Dauber?
Oh, man. Just getting downstairs after that beatdown.
Yeah, that was I was sitting there thinking that is the that's the tune-up game that this basketball team needed. But after starting 2-0 against Colorado and Cincy, I'm not going to complain at all because I think that those two games will actually make them better as this season goes on. Who all do we have in the chat tonight? We got our friend Tim Bradley. So let's chalk up another one. We got the Bilbo, Tennessee. What's going on, Bilbo? He's got his Rick Barnes emoji. We got Red Cap. Add John Crompton to the staff. John Crompton. And we got Alan V, the Troll Patrol. What's up, Alan V? He's still talking about them Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, I saw where Vandy canceled on them. We got Lucas Sharp 500 in the chat tonight. Great to see you, Lucas. John Baxter. Yes, best defense. Excited about what Rick Barnes has as far as defense down there. This early in the season, absolutely amazing. We got Hillbilly Sportsman in the chat tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Let's just start there, Dauber. I mean, the defense, obviously the first two games of the season, the offense was lacking with all of the pause that this program had basketball team had because of COVID. And certainly that the offensive side was certainly lacking there, but the defense has been on point since the opening tip of the season. And just absolutely smothered Appalachian State tonight.
Oh, big time. I would even go as far to say as the offense wasn't necessarily clicking all game tonight.
No,
it was spotty. But like you mentioned, if you go back to the Colorado and the Cincinnati games, that shows you fundamentally how this team is set up. And it is kind of refreshing to see that they don't have to have big games from the key guy, Fulkerson and Pons. They've really kind of struggled thus far offensively. I think Pons was something like 1 for 9 against Colorado, and then he was pressing against Cincinnati as well. But those guys don't have to go out and drop 20 points for this team to win a ball game when they play team defense like that. And there was one particular play. I think it was Springer stripped the ball and then took it down for the dunk. That's what is super impressive with these young guys. The mentality to come in as a true freshman and in your third game already be playing the type of defense that you really don't see from a lot of true freshmen. To have that mentality and that aggressive nature on that end of the court, it's really awesome to see, and I think that is what's going to lead to a special season for this team potentially.
Yeah, all of it starts on the defensive side of the ball. That's what that's what Jimmy Dykes was talking about. That's what anybody that follows Tennessee basketball knows about Rick Barnes. You best be prepared to play defense. It don't matter how well that you can shoot. It don't matter how well that you can rebound. If you can't guard, then he's not going to play you. And that's what, like I said, I think Keon has already shown that, he's going to be elite defender. I think Springer, he is honestly, I think Springer seems to be a little bit further along on the offensive side. I'm just excited about this because, we added 2 more games later. We got one Friday, I believe.
Shuffled some stuff around, added St. Joseph's.
We play them Friday.
Yeah.
Friday night.
No, Tennessee Tech Friday
St.
night. Joseph's Monday,
and then South Carolina Upstate Wednesday, right?
Yep.
With that. So, looks like that right now we got 25 games is what I think that they're trying to shoot for there. Of course, like we've said, I mean, they could still be some juggling around, and would imagine that there'll be some games rescheduled and stuff because of COVID and so forth like that. But just really, really excited. Anytime that you beat anybody by 41 points and only give up 38, I mean, you've had yourself a heck of a night. And, I think what, Tim Bradley saying there, talking about the Colorado and Cincinnati showed up something that lacked in this team in seasons past, that they can win on nights that the shots aren't falling. And that's right. I mean, and, that all comes back to playing defense. And, this team really, I mean, I knew Barnes, we know that he is a defensive minded coach, but just for them to be this good out of the gate on the defensive side of the ball with as much time as they've missed, I mean, that is just majorly impressive to me. Just majorly impressive. And just, I think it just proves what type of coach that Barnes is, and the attention to detail and the buy-in from these kids and what that they believe that he can do for them. And it's certainly proven, time and time again, that any of these kids listen to Barnes and this coaching staff, that they are going to improve.
Oh, I totally agree. Tonight was big because it kicked off a stretch of 4 games in 9 days. You kind of hit through the schedule there, but tonight with Appy State, and then Tennessee Tech added St. Joseph's and USC Upstate. So you got those now 3 left, kind of to work out your rotation, get kind of Barnes talked yesterday in a presser about he kind of wished that he did better substituting in the Colorado and Cincinnati game, and trying to work. One of the things that I took from that I really liked was and all these guys have bought in. It's not who starts the game. That doesn't matter because they're super deep. And there's 6, 7, 8 guys that could potentially start, but they're not worried about all that. And Barnes said it really comes down to who's going to be out there and finish the game, who's going to be out there in crunch time, and who we can count on when a game's tight down the stretch.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, and I believe when the game's on the line, that Tennessee is going to look for Fulkerson and Pons, but I don't think that Bailey is going to be bashful to take a shot, and I don't think either one of those freshmen will be either. I'm just, I don't want this season to hurry up and fly by, but I can't help be excited what this team can look like a month from now. I really think that they are so deep and talented that it's going to be, just awesome to watch this team continue to grow and develop, and watch these freshmen. I mean, Keon threw down that monster dunk, and there was a couple of more, that one that he got fouled on, I mean, he was going to lay it down too. So with that, what's Tim Bradley? Tim Bradley's wanting to know if do you guys predict this defense holding up against a 3-point threat like Auburn? they've been our Achilles heel in recent past. I think Auburn lost a lot off of their basketball team. So far, Tennessee's played, outside shots well, the inside shots well. I mean, just overall. But yeah, Tim, I mean, you're exactly right. Pearl in that 3-point barrage that he's had has definitely been what has hurt this team and so forth like that. But I think with Keon out there and Springer out there and Bailey out there, I think that there's just a lot more athleticism out there, length that is going to just really, really hound these guards.
Well, that's I was going to say, look back to the Colorado game. Their guard was averaging 22 points coming in, and I think he ended the game with 8 on way less shot attempts than he normally takes, and he was really hampered by the length and athleticism of Keon, and I think Springer was on him a little bit as well, and Victor Bailey. It's something to watch a team that, like you said, has bought in, and you saw. Was it Keon or Springer that went barreling into the table and knocking it over? I mean, they're selling out on defense. That they're hustling after those 50-50 balls. It's really refreshing to see a team playing this hard this early in a game that they're up, as much as they were tonight. It would have been easy for them to just, kind of mail it in, and they were going hard. I liked seeing Gaines and Pember and Uros and a few of those other guys that are going to be towards the end of the bench, get some good minutes, get up and down the floor, because I don't think Gaines has seen the floor yet until tonight.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. That was his first action of the season.
But we've seen before. You look at last year, things can change in an instant. You look at losing Lamonte Turner 4 or 5 games into the season. And that was a guy that they were depending on to run the point, and that kind of threw Josiah James in the mix and really got him out of position all year. Then he dealt with I think a groin injury, and there were just a few things. Basketball, it's one of those things where you've really got to have some guys you can count on to come off that bench. If you got a guy shooting cold, or if you got a guy get in foul trouble, or you lose somebody to an injury.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about this team, though, is the depth that they have. I think that we talked there on last week's show. I mean, we've got legitimately 5 guys that can bring the ball up the court. Mm-hmm. I think James has looked much better this year so far. Much more comfortable. Seems like that he's not pressing. Seems like that he's having fun out there. I see him, cutting up, joking, laughing. Seems like that he's really enjoying himself.
He's relaxed.
Yes. I think that he came in last year as that 5-star. Everybody thought that he was going to be the savior for last year's team, and certainly think that he was carrying all of that pressure on him. I think having the other 2 freshmen, Springer and Johnson, on this team has certainly allowed him to relax and just go out there and just play. I think that his shot looks much better. I mean, he's always, he proved it last year. I mean, he's definitely got the athletic ability and can, guard these guys. But just think that he's only going to get better with it. And like Les saying there, James is playing better because the pressure's off. I mean, it's true. There's no doubt about it. And I know Adam Austin had put a comment there. talking about Tennessee's a good defensive team, but average on offense. And right now they are. I mean, yes, we scored 79 points tonight, but certainly against the tougher competition, that's going to be harder to do. But
I agree, but there have been a lot of shots that they were hitting last year that haven't fallen. Up to this point.
Yeah. Pons definitely. Fulkerson went for 15 there Saturday. I think he followed it up with 12
tonight.
12 tonight. So he's starting to come on. Pons is still struggling.
He had 7 points tonight, 3 for 8.
Yeah. Still hasn't found his groove, but I'm not worried about that. Pons will find it. I got confidence with that. He's going to continue to work. I would imagine that he's one of them that's probably back in the gym, maybe even in there now. So with that, so Rusty's saying that Pons is going to have to get the ball over the front of the rim. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, he's leaving everything short. Everything seems to be hitting the front with that. So
I did like tonight how we were more aggressive and taking the ball to the rim and not settling for a 15-footer. We were driving a little bit and making things happen instead of passing up a great shot for an okay shot.
Yeah.
That was something that I felt they really did this past Saturday, and then against Colorado as well. They were trying to find the perfect shot. When they had an open shot, they passed it by. And Barnes talked about that yesterday as well. He said, we've got guys that can hit a shot from wherever. They need to not be as timid, and if they've got an open shot, take it.
Yeah. And I noticed there was a couple of times tonight that I think Tennessee rushed and threw up a three. And Barnes was he is immediately calling a timeout.
Pons had one of them. It was really bad.
Yeah, and he wasn't happy at all. He wasn't. He immediately called for a timeout and pulled him over there. But I mean, that's the thing with Barnes too. I mean, we saw it, when we had Grant Williams and Schofield. I mean, constantly coaching those kids and staying on them, and it's just refreshing as Tennessee fans to see just
don't even go.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, but it is. It's just refreshing to see a competent coaching staff and the kids buying in and truly playing for each other. So
yeah, seeing somebody earn their pay and do their job.
Yeah. Tim's saying that he think Pons was missing shots last year because he put too much on it, and now he's short this year. I believe he'll get it dialed in. Yeah, I agree too, Tim. I mean, I think Pons has shown that he's been an extremely hard worker down there and is willing to put the time in. So he'll get it straightened out for sure. I think there's about 40. My phone says 49 watching right now. So appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's kind of late tonight.
Got 16 likes though.
16 likes.
Need to pump that thumb up.
Yeah. Be sure to give us some more likes there. We certainly appreciate it. Also, if anybody's interested in becoming a member of the channel for 99 cents a month, you can get access to those cool emojis that Boogie Bentley is sharing there, and Bilbo, Tennessee was sharing out earlier. So for 99 cents a month, we certainly appreciate all that. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, talking some Tennessee basketball. Vols improved to 3-0 on the season. Looking forward to Friday against who we got. Tennessee Tech on Friday. Should be a similar type game. I would imagine with that. Appy State came in at 4-1, but I'm not sure who they actually played. I did see a a stat line where they scored like 100 and some points and only gave up 28 against some team. But I have no idea who it was that they actually played. So
they had a big win the other night over UNC Charlotte.
Okay.
But I actually went to high school with Dustin Kearns, the head coach at Appy State.
Okay.
He's from Kingsport here. Went to Dobbins Bennett.
Yeah.
Good guy. Knew him growing up. And I wish him all the success in the world. He was at Presbyterian. Last year was his first year at App State and got him to 18 wins. And I think he's got some good things rolling over there in Boone. I hate that they didn't have a little better showing tonight, but I was definitely pulling for the Big Orange. I wasn't pulling for the Mountaineers. So.
Yeah. They was a little bit outclassed tonight, I guess it was. But I mean, App State's always been one of those teams that I always kind of followed in the background, I guess, because Boone is fairly close and stuff. And you know, I mean, they've always had a really tremendous football program, and you know, they have a great fan base over there that really supports their football program and stuff. So I always enjoy seeing App State be successful, but certainly wasn't crying tonight to see them get beat down by 41 points with that. So we got some folks asking about football, and yes, certainly, you know, we'll be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We're going to be, of course, talking about the Tennessee win against Vanderbilt on Saturday, and then looking forward to Texas A&M this coming Saturday, and of course tomorrow's early signing day. So we'll talk about all that, talk about all these coaching rumors that's going around. It's that time of year, so be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And we'll talk about this football team. But tonight we want to try to stick to basketball. We got Cody Branch. What's up, Cody? Appreciate you. Cody said we took these boys to the woodshed tonight. Great win on defense. Offense can still improve. I want to see 100 points on the board later this evening or this season. Cody, I think that there's a good chance that this team can hit 100 at some point in time. I certainly think that we can do that. So
maybe over the next 3 games.
Yes, probably. Maybe against South Carolina Upstate. Hey, we might do it against them. 1-4 Kentucky Wildcats. You know,
the Wildcats.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of talk of them maybe having trouble even making the big dance this year with that start that they've had. So
wouldn't it be something to go to Rupp and hang a hundo up there?
Oh gosh, yeah. That would be that would be sweet.
I don't.
We don't have that Kentucky fan in the chat tonight. It's kind of surprised that he didn't show up.
Why? Awful quiet at 1-4 or 1-3.
Yeah, that's awful quiet. But we can't trash talk them yet, because we know that they'll end up finding their groove at some point in time. They always do. So with that, but it's still fun to poke a little fun at them for sure for their struggles. So with that, so. Bobby Taco saying he hates Kentucky. Yeah, you and me both, brother. And Matthew Sims, he loves your background, Dauber.
That's all the stuff that I can't hang up anywhere else in the house. My wife has it segregated to down here. It was actually just in the garage, not even hung up, and then old Boogie and JP twisted my arm and got me into this, so I had a excuse to get it all set back up.
I'm just
I got my Tennessee Christmas tree up.
Christmas, yeah, I like that, Dauber. That's I need to find me one of them. Actually, I've got 2 Tennessee Christmas trees in this house, but they're in different rooms. But I don't ever turn them on. I don't know why. I got them upstairs here. But anyway, Dauber, what about Saturday against Cincinnati? I'll admit I was out of town. Followed it on my phone. Was able to get some service occasionally. Just watched just a little bit of it. So I'll admit I do not have a whole lot of information on it, anything that I can really bring to it other than, it was certainly a grinded out basketball game, close right down the stretch. Tennessee went on a 14-3 run to close out the game and ultimately pull away and win by 65-56. A
9-point win.
Yeah, with that. So,
yeah, it was one of those back and forth. And again, like we talked about earlier, the offense just the Colorado game and the Cincinnati game never really sort of found a rhythm. Apart from, the first 8 minutes of the Colorado game when they jumped out to the big run and they were up like 19-3 or whatever it was. And then there were a couple little spurts in the Cincinnati game where they'd go on a run and then have 3 or 4 minutes of scoreless defense. But then it would, that lead would shrink back down, kind of back and forth. But yeah, like you said, closing out the game on a big run, fueled by the defense again. And I think that's going to be the hallmark for this team. That their offense is going to be set up by the defense, and really causing havoc, turnovers, and turning that into easy transition buckets. That's what I look for this team to do. We talked about earlier, they've got at any point at least 4 guys that they're comfortable with bringing the ball up the court. I saw Fulkerson pull a rebound down tonight and take the ball up the court and then get to the top of the key and it's like, I probably should give this thing up.
Yeah.
But I like that this team is set up that they can have that opportunity for anybody to really start the break, start the transition, and it's all about the hustle. And from what I've seen from this team through 3 games, there's not a one of them that's not going to put the hustle in. And I think that they're really it's not a selfish team either. I've not picked up any of that, and like I said earlier, kind of to a fault. And Barnes commented on it. Guys were passing up open shots to try to get a better look for somebody else. And that's something that, especially the younger guys, I think that's going to come with a little bit more experience and game time, knowing that, man, especially in conference play. And like I said earlier, you're 3 more games before we hit SEC play. December 30th, we open up on the road against a ranked Missouri team.
It's going to be a tough one right there.
So, yeah, I think, like I said, these next 3 games, I think Barnes is really going to try to iron out his rotation, figure out who his 6th and 7th man off the bench are, and really, I know he talked about working on some zone a little bit more, running offense against his own defense, because they've seen a lot more zone, and really, I think they were getting shots and open looks, but they're just not falling. I think that's the problem offensively that they're running into. It's shots not falling, and I think that's contributed to the lack of practice, and then the starting and stopping and all of that. We talked about leading up to the Colorado game. This team had, as a team, ran up and down the court, practiced 5-on-5. I think they said 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's, you look at where they are right now. they're probably they've probably practiced as much as they would have really in season. They'd still be on their exhibition game probably, as much practice as they've got in, and as much game situation type stuff they've worked on. But Barnes isn't using anything as an excuse.
No, and he's not going to. Barnes is not that type of coach. He's not going to do it. He's going to say that, there's everybody's dealing with it, and it's the way it is, and you've got to find ways to overcome that. And it's just a difference to him and being a successful coach with that. But once these shots start falling for this basketball team, I think the sky's the limit for them. And like I said earlier, I'm just I don't want this season to fly by, but I'm certainly excited to see what this team can look like here in another month or so. And like I said, that first game against Missouri, first SEC game, I mean, that's going to be a tough one for sure. I'm not sure what Missouri's ranked. Do you know what they are, Dauber?
I think it was 13 or 16, something like that.
Yeah, with that. So really going to be a really interesting game there with that. We'll see. Obviously, these next three games kind of more just tune-ups, just to see where that if they can really get their legs underneath them, get to where that they're just more comfortable playing together, in-game action, working out some kinks there. Like I said, working out what that rotation is going to be. I did notice that Euros Plosovic got in tonight, and he actually played decent there. He got a block shot. I think he scored a basket or two there.
He had one of his shots blocked.
Yeah.
For a 7-footer, he plays soft. In my opinion, I mean, I wouldn't want to post up against him, but for a 7-footer, he plays soft.
Yeah. But Kamwa seems to be struggling some. He just doesn't seem to be that he's caught on yet. But I'm not going to give up on the kid for sure. And I'm not sure what the deal with Gaines was. I don't know if he's been out and has missed a lot of practice. Of course, obviously that they all missed a couple of weeks there recently, but I'm not sure why that he didn't play in the first two games.
Barnes was asked about that, if he was available for the first two games because he hadn't got in, and he said he was available. It basically it comes down to practice.
Huh?
If you're doing things in practice and you're getting your name called out a whole lot in practice for not doing things right, you're not going to see a lot of minutes on the floor.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those things, because of the depth this team has, you're going to see guys get better. You're going to see that competition come out in practice because that's where decisions are made about who plays and what kind of role they are going to play. So these young guys coming in that are studs, they're pushing the envelope. They're pushing for their playing time. So these other guys are either going to buckle down and have to work harder and get better, or find somewhere else to go.
Find somewhere else to play. If anybody's interested in any official Talkin VAWLS merchandise, we got some links down in the description below. We got T-shirts. Dauber's got on the baseball 3/4 length tee. Love that shirt, Dauber. I got one myself. It's very, very comfortable. Shirts, and I'm not trying to say this because trying to make any money or anything, because we're not making any money off this stuff. But these shirts are very comfortable. I mean, they are just wonderful. Love wearing these shirts. So If you like what we're doing, we also have hoodies. The hoodies are very comfortable as well. Several different colors. So if you like what we're doing, if you want to support us, feel free. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. It might be too late to order one for Christmas, but hey, it could be a late Christmas gift for somebody perhaps. But appreciate all of the support. Appreciate everybody tuning in each and every week. This basketball show Dauber and I are going to try to do on a weekly basis. Obviously, going to try to go live after some of these games. Try to grow this in what should be a very exciting basketball season for Tennessee, and just look forward to hanging out with each and every one of you all, talking about this Rick Barnes-led Tennessee basketball team, and see if we can make some noise come March or April or whenever that the big dance is actually played. But Dauber, is there anything else that you want to hit on tonight? I guess, like we said, we got Tennessee Tech on Friday. We got St. Joseph's on Monday, and then next week we got, or the 23rd, we've got South Carolina Upstate. So 3 games before the SEC season starts off. We got Alpha Man 06 saying he's going to order him one on Friday. Appreciate that, Alpha Man. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. They are very comfortable shirts for sure. So with that, but probably Dauber, what are you thinking? Probably maybe go live next Monday, perhaps after the St. Joseph game.
Yeah, we probably could do that. I'm not sure what time it's at.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I can't remember if it was at 6. I think I noticed. Let me look here right quick and see if they've got it updated on my app. That would be the 21st. Yeah, at 6 p.m. is when Tennessee plays St. Joseph, who's currently 0-2. I'm not for sure who they've even played. Let me see if I can click on them right quick and see. And I have no idea. They don't even have their schedule showing up. So I have no idea. It just shows that they're currently 0-2. Captain Woodland said he's got a hoodie and a hat. Appreciate that, Captain Woodland, for sure. Yeah, we had those hats for a limited time, and they're very nice as well too. So
we may see about doing a special Talkin VAWLS basketball edition shirt or something.
Oh yeah.
That might be something.
Yeah,
something we get rolled out here in the next little bit.
We got Angie with us. Hey, Angie, we appreciate you tuning in tonight to the basketballs. She's saying she's glad that we've got the basketballs to temporarily distract us from the Pruitt show. I agree with you for sure. Dauber and JP, I've not seen you guys smile this much. Hey, I mean, my gosh.
It's good to get a win.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to actually have like a competent program down there that actually knows what they're doing and coaching and buy-in and all that jazz. I don't know. It's just anyway.
Excited about a little something in Knoxville.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I really think that we are a basketball school now. I mean, it's just it's the way that's going. So Tim's saying yes, Talkin basketballs shirt. There we go. We could do that. We need Boogie's brother-in-law to or a stepbrother to get us something hooked up there. So
there we go.
He's already got a design cooked up, but he can't find it. Boogie, what are you doing?
Quick draw McGraw.
Yeah, really. Calvin said the most athletic team I can remember Vols having. Yeah, I mean, certainly with those 2 freshmen for sure and Pons. I definitely think that sky's the limit. The sky is the limit for sure. We got Shiz Lansky TV. Salute to you guys off the Top Ropes podcast. Appreciate it, Shiz Lansky TV. I'm not sure if that's a wrestling podcast or not. Boogie might know. I don't know for that. So
certainly sounds like it.
Matt 2318 says he just got off quarantine. He had COVID. All right, well, Matt, certainly hope that you're doing better there, sir, and continue to recover from that for sure. But Dauber, anything else that you want to add about the basketballs tonight?
No, big win. Like I said, setting up the stage for the next 9 days, where they've got 3 more games before heading into SEC play. I guess appreciate everybody coming in, listening, hanging out, commenting. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Help us, as Boogie says, pump those analytics up, drive this show out to more Vol fans, and just help this whole thing grow.
Yeah. If you got family, friends that enjoy Tennessee basketball, be sure to tell them, send them the link, forward it to them, email it to them, text it to them, tell them you've got to tune in and interact with us. We certainly appreciate it for sure. Football podcast show will be up tomorrow night, 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. Boogie will be here with us, and we're going to break down everything Tennessee football. We'll talk about it for sure. I would imagine that it'll be another interesting show, so looking forward to that. But until then, we'll see everybody tomorrow night, 7:00 p.m. to talk a little football, as the Vols basketballs improved to 3-0 on the season, and look forward to playing Tennessee Tech on Friday. But we'll see everybody tomorrow night. We appreciate everybody hanging in, chatting with us tonight, and go Vols.
The songs howl like weed, poets sat in arcades, soaking moonlit falls on